Hello African gold growers, welcome to a new video. In this video we are going to share with you how to make your moringa powder. So if this is the first time you visit us, well, let me tell you, welcome to African Gold Grower Academy, and I ask you to subscribe if you want to watch more videos about how to start strategic business in Africa with low risk, with low investment. The first thing we are going to do today is share with you how we are going to harvest moringa, and it's very easy. As you can see in the video, harvest moringa is literally take with your hands the branches, the little branches with the leaves, and cut it. Okay, once you put in little groups of leaves, you can wash the leaves as I am sharing with you, and you are going to wash it using water with baking soda. Okay, the quantity of water and baking soda is 1 teaspoon per every 5 liters. Okay, what it will do is kill all the fungus. It's really important to kill the fungus, is to prevent the fungus, and actually once we clean the leaves, we can put to dry, and I will explain you how to dry it. Okay. Hello African gold growers, welcome to the part where we are going to explain how you can produce your own moringa powder, and especially is how we can approach the leaves of moringa. So after 3 days, as I show you, we cut the leaves of the moringa tree, we clean it with baking soda, and we put here to dry. You know, as you can see, it's a semi-open space. We have a roof here because we don't want, the direct sun exposition. But in a special, well, I have here different characteristics. By one side, we have a good ventilation. The air can go and for all the area. This is important, because we don't want fungus, we don't want mushrooms inside of our moringa leaves. Second one, we need to cover to stop the sun exposition. Okay, now where I am, okay, the north is in that direction, so is the north here, the south there, apparently. So the sun comes in the morning from here, okay, and go directly from the south, because I'm in Mexico. I'm in the north area of the earth. So the sun goes by the south, and goes there. So in that way, it's my house, and here I have an wall. So the sun exposition is not so much. I have the wall in this area. I have only 3 hours of sun, so I have this roof to stop the sun exposition. Okay. So saying that, as you can see here, the moringa leaves is ready dry. You can see how it's very, very well dried. Let me show you. So as you can see, okay, I have here, the moringa drying. It has 4 days actually right now. So depending on your zone, depending on the relative humidity of the weather in your zone, depending of the season, if you are in summer, if you are in winter, depending of where do you live, for example in a desertic or in an arid zone like Sahara, Sub-Sahara, or maybe in the Kalahari or in that zones, or maybe in a tropical zone. Okay, if in a tropical zone could be very hot weather but with a lot of humidity, so it will change the days you need to wait for your moringa leaves to dry. Now in this season, in winter in Mexico, I'm in the same level that the sub-Saharan in Africa. I needed around 4 to 7 days. Okay, and this time was 4 days. The last time I did this process was 7 days actually, because it was raining. Actually, right now in this precisely moment, it started to rain, but normally it's not raining here. So, as I told you, you need like 4 days. I'm making here another experiment with flowers, but well, we are going to focus directly on moringa leaves. Okay, now I have another experiment that I'm doing here with semi-hydroponic systems and with another ornamental plants. I want to record another videos for you for make kokedama. This is a Japanese technique. It's very valuable in the it's like an ornamental plants. So it's very easy to do it and it's very profitable. Okay, so there are another experiments, and here I have another semi-hydroponic system, okay, for grow crops. And well, but today we are going to focus directly on moringa, okay, and specifically how to make powder of moringa. Now, you watch how I have my plants here. Let me show you. Okay, so I have this cable, and from this cable I put my leaves, and well, I put it dry. Okay, that's all. It's really simple. It's really simple process. Now you will see that also is very simple to make the powder. Okay, you only need patience. So let's start with it. Okay, African gold growers, let's start. The things we are going to use is something for crush the leaves. In my case, I have a food processor. Okay, in my country, this is really cheap. It's around 25 US dollars. That could be around 2,500 Kenyan shillings around. Okay, so in my country, I tell you, this is really cheap. I have it. In many countries, people use this. I don't know how you call it in your country. In my country, in Mexico, we call it mortero, but I also know it's well known as machaca, you know, for crush the leaves. And we'll have different names in different countries. So you put the leaves here, and you only crush it. Okay. In my country, in Ethiopia, we use for powder the coffee, okay, or for powder grains like like corn, like millets, different kind of barley, different kind of grains. Okay. So this is a very cheap, a very nice option. Okay, I have different sizes, but well, as I told you, I will use a food processor. We are going to need a jar, plastic or glass jar, or maybe a plastic bag. I don't recommend the plastic bag because well, will generate more pollution. So, but needs to be something that can close hermetically. Okay. Because when you sell it, to maintain the nutrient properties of the moringa leaves, you need to have something with hermetic. Okay, we're going to need a bowl, a scale, and something for clean the powder. Okay, so we have our moringa leaves. So let's start. The first thing we are going to do is use our face mask. Okay, we need a face mask because the powder can, you know, damage your nose. So I'm gonna use my face mask and let's start. What I'm going to do is start with little amounts of moringa leaves. We put this here. We'll take out this. and let's start. Okay. What I want to do is take out the leaves, you know, from the branches. Okay, so it's really easy. You only crush it. Okay, you do like this. You do like this. You do like this. Okay. Okay. And then, a little spider there. Okay, so you take as much leaves as you can. Why we don't want the branches? Because it's harder to broke. Okay, it's harder to broke. So, in my case, for example, today is raining, and because we have humidity in the weather, you know, it's not very well dry. You know, have a little kind of humidity, but it's fine. It's fine because it maintains nutrients. Okay. So we are going to do with all the moringa leaves, the same process. Oh, sorry. Something I forgot, something I'm forgetting. We need to know how much moringa we are working with. So, this is important when you have a business. You need to measure everything. We're going to open our scale. Okay, so we have the leaves here, the rest of the moringa, you know, 28, 77, 200, 300, and with these little branches, 308 grams of dry moringa. We began with 1 kilogram of fresh moringa, and right now we have 300 dry moringa, and we are going to measure it also when we end of powder, so we can understand how much moringa we are producing, how much cost to produce moringa. This is crucial when you have a business. Okay. So, continue with it. If you have more moringa, obviously if you scale it, the process is exactly the same. What I want to show you here is how you can start doing it with very basic equipment. Okay, so you can start your business, your profitable business, with very low equipment. Almost end, and we are going to try to don't miss any leaf because it's very valuable. Everything is money here. We have a business right now, so you need to think as a business guy. You have to approach it. Everything we cannot waste. Okay. Almost done. All of these leaves come here, and finally, okay. For example, this kind of leaves have like a nitrogen deficiency. This kind of leaves have like a nitrogen deficiency, and the sun hit them. Okay, because I forgot outside of my house. So, but I maintain it because I want to show you how this kind of leaf is not working for us. Okay, it doesn't work for us. This happens because of nitrogen deficiency or because you cut it and the sun hit directly on it.
So we don't want this kind of leaves. We want the green ones because it has higher protein and nutrients value. Now that's why it's really important you have a roof, something that don't allow the sun heat directly to your leaves when you are drying. That's why it's so important. Okay, so we maintain here, and let's continue with it. Okay, that's why it's important a mix of mature leaves with young leaves, because for example here we have different quality of leaves, you know. Obviously it will have different quality of nutrients. So if we maintain a balance between the older leaves and the younger leaves, we have a very uniform nutrient value to our clients, and we can have a homogenic or more standard product value, product standard, product quality. Okay, so that's why it's so important to mix older leaves with younger leaves. Branches, we don't want branches. It's not true, you can eat it actually, branches. But for the machine, at the moment you are trying to powder, it's harder. Okay? It's harder for the machine, and actually for a person, if he's trying to powder, it's harder. And if you do it harder, it means you are spending more money. More energy means more money, and we don't want it. Okay? We are going to put all these leaves together because we don't want to waste anything. So first, we take all the branches, all these little branches, the party will start. We're going to bring here our food processor. Okay, and we're going to put there little amounts of the leaves. Okay, it's really easy. As you can see, it's really easy. Okay. We fill at the middle of the capacity of the machinery you have. We don't want to force it, because if we force it, we're going to waste more energy, and more energy means money, and from other hand, you can burn your machine, and we don't want it. Okay? So as you can see, it's in the middle. Perfect. Put all these little leaves here inside. I close it. And well, I connect to electricity, and then I will turn off the audio because it's very noisy, very noisy. So let's start, baby. Well, so now is when you need to use your face mask, okay? Because you see all the powder, and we're going to use, oh my god, it smells amazing. Smell amazing. We are going to use it to clean, okay, or powder. You can watch the final product. This product that is not well mashed or well powdered, well, first we are going to take out all the branches and we are going to process again. So we do this process many times, and we put here the best powder product, and we leave here the not well powdered product. So at the end we are going to reprocess this one, and we have a more homogeneous product. Okay, so continue with the process. Well, African gold growers, I have a news to you. I was thinking what happened if I use my blender instead of food processor. And well, I said make an experiment, Hailey. Make an experiment, and well, I took my blender and I discovered first the blender have more capacity. Second, is easier because as you can see, crush the leaves better than the food processor, faster than the food processor. So it means less work, less time, less money at the moment you are making your moringa powder. So let me show you how it works to watch the difference. This is the quality of moringa we can obtain using the blender. So much powder, so much easier. We can approach the majority of the leaves. That's why it's so important be experimenting all the time. You know, be thinking how we can improve, how we can to do the things better, how we can be more efficient. Experimenting all the time. That's one of the first or the most important mindset I told you need to have as African gold grower. Okay, so look, impressive, huh? Okay, this is the final product we obtained with the blender. Okay, so we need to understand how much product we obtain. Remember, including the branch, we started with 308 grams of moringa, and now with the powder we have 177. So it means we have only the 50% of the initial dry moringa leaves. So you need to remember we actually began with 1 kilo 100 grams of fresh moringa, and finally from 1 kilogram we only obtain 170 grams. That's why moringa powder is so expensive. But remember something, if you have big trees of moringa, if you have a big land, if you have many trees, for example my trees have only 3 years, and I can cut it in winter I can cut it 1 every 2 months, but in summer I can cut it 1 per month and obtain the same quantity of leaves. Now if you live in a tropical zone, if you have more moringa trees, if your moringa trees are older, you know, you will have so much more leaves. So you can obtain probably 10, 20 more times of this quantity, and could be something more interesting. Now you can also use the trees of other people, okay? For example, your neighbors, your family. If they have land, they can grow moringa trees for you. You can cut it, you can process the moringa leaves and obtain the product, and you can obtain so much more product. That's the name of the game, creativity, okay? Creativity. So that's all. Finally, we are going to pass to a jar, and I will show you the final product.
Well, this is the final product, African Gold Growers. As you can see, I put in a plastic jar. I'm recycling a plastic jar because I will use this moringa in my house. But if you are going to sell it, I recommend you to use, obviously, a new plastic jar. You need to do it always. If you are going to sell it, a new plastic jar or a new plastic bag, or glass jar. Okay, the advantage of use carton or paper bag or glass jar is that you can recycle these issues, this package. Obviously, you have to put a label with the data of your company, with what contains this product. It means moringa leaves, powder moringa leaves, etc. Different countries have different regulations, but it's really important you put in your package. It's really important your product have label. Why? Number one is because you look more professional, and we are going to make really powerful and strong and serious business in Africa. We are not joking to the entrepreneur. We are doing something really serious. Number two, because the law demand in that way. And number three, because the people will trust more in your company. They need to understand what they are eating. Okay, it's something they will eat, so it's really important you understand, they know perfectly what they are eating. So it's crucial you put a label with all the information needed. And if you can, send to the laboratory to make a test and know exactly the quantity of protein, vitamins, minerals that your moringa leaves have. Oh my god, this is something so much better, because you are going to have a more professional product. But for me now it's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, tell me in the comments what do you think about it. Don't forget to subscribe and to give us a like. It's really important to us to have your feedback, but in special that if you can subscribe and give us a like, you will help us a lot to make this channel continue and can grow more, and to help more African people, African young entrepreneurs to start strategic and powerful, successful business in Africa. My name is Haile Jesus, you are in African Gold Grower Academy, and I'm really happy to be with you again. And remember, we grow gold in Africa. Bye bye.